Corporal Mike Walker, a 9-year veteran of the Baldwin County Sheriff's Department, is in the hospital tonight. He was shot twice while responding to a domestic call.
The man accused of pulling the trigger, identified as Forrest Bullen, is now charged with attempted murder.
We have team coverage tonight. We begin with NBC 15's James Gordon. He's at the scene of the shooting in the Latham community in Baldwin County.
James, investigators say the incident all began after Bullen attacked and threw a woman out of a moving car.
That's right, Kim. You know, an amazing chain of events this morning. Deputies and investigators have cleared the scene here in Stockton, but Bullen was already out on bond when all this happened on a menacing and a theft charge. Neighbors in this area say it was only a matter of time before he was in jail again. Investigators say this time Forrest Bullen's target was a Baldwin County Sheriff's deputy. Corporal Mike Walker is facing surgery for gunshot wounds to his face, upper body, and shoulder. Investigators say Bullen fired the first shots seconds after deputies arrived at his home at 1:30 this morning.
It's going to be a long road to recovery. Mike Strong, he's a Marine. He's a Baldwin County Sheriff's deputy. He was actually the supervisor that was there in control of this situation last night. And I will tell you this, true to his form, as he was retreating, and even to the point that he was loaded in the back of the sheriff's Tahoe going to meet the ambulance, he was on the radio giving commands to everybody else, making sure that everybody else was safe.
It all started last night around 8:30 when deputies say Bullen got into a fight with his girlfriend. The 911 call that followed was startling.
They received word that a female had been pushed or thrown from a vehicle and then over the rail embankment of a bridge, falling approximately 10 feet to the ground below and becoming injured.
The woman who was attacked is hospitalized and is in fair condition tonight. Cheryl Adcock, a family friend, says Bullen and his girlfriend had a history of trouble between the two, but she never thought it would get this rough.
He could fly off the handle real quick. But, you know, me and his mom's talked about this lots of times. And I'm sure right now they're suffering bad. And there's nothing nobody can do to help him now.
Bullen is now charged with attempted murder, and once investigators piece together all the evidence here, more charges are pending. Well, Bullen is in the custody tonight at the Baldwin County Jail in Bay Minette. He's expected to have a bond hearing sometime tomorrow afternoon. For now, we're live in Stockton. James Gordon, NBC 15 News.
James, thank you. NBC 15's Andrea Ramey continues our team coverage tonight.
Andrea spent the day investigating Bullen's lengthy criminal record. Andrea?
Greg and Kim, there's something very interesting that I found in those records. Deputy Walker and Bullen had met previously. Walker had arrested Bullen New Year's Eve 2011 for DUI. Now, I spoke with Bullen's ex-wife today. She didn't want to talk on camera, but she said that there was animosity between the two. Forrest Bullen's appearance may have changed over the years, but his pattern of violence has not. Deputies have arrested the 37-year-old twice for beating his ex-wife and once for violating a protection order she filed. All charges were later dropped, the district attorney says, because the ex-wife never showed up to court to testify. Last year, investigators say Bullen punched someone in the face with brass knuckles, and in another instance, records show Bullen pulled a gun on a man and threatened to shoot him after stealing 2 bags of sweet potatoes off the victim's truck. All those charges, the DA says, aren't resolved.
Mr. Bullen is currently out on bond on another charge, an assault charge, and he is also out on bond on a menacing charge and I believe a theft charge. Those last 2 charges were misdemeanor offenses and are scheduled for a trial on Friday of this week, which may or may not happen at this time.
Bullen is being held here at the county jail. He's going to be charged with attempted murder, but additional charges are likely. Reporting live in Bay Minette tonight, Andrea Ramey, NBC 15 News.
Andrea, thank you. Now, the deputy shooting happened when, of course, he was responding to domestic violence calls. We told you just days before the Christmas holiday, statistics show there is a spike in domestic violence crimes. Local and national domestic violence centers say those numbers dropped during Christmas Day and then spiked back up again at the first of the year. Last year in Baldwin County, there were 1,123 domestic violence assaults, one being a homicide. Mobile County saw the second largest number of domestic violence assaults in the state, with 4,165, 5 of those being murders. We posted all stories on this deputy shooting and today's news conference on our website, mynbc15.com.